Could the Hogwarts Legacy release date be coming sooner than we thought? This and other gaming news coming up. Welcome, magical people, to Zealman's Wizarding World, your channel for wizarding games. We have a few updates for Hogwarts Legacy and Kitori Academy, mainly Hogwarts Legacy, because that's kind of the one we're kind of waiting for a release date for imminently, and possible trailer coming soon, maybe. So we don't have a definitive release date yet. As usual, the world is speculating as to when this game will come out. There is a lot of excitement out there for it. It is highly searched for, which is good news. So, let's see how far along we are in development. Do we get a little bit of news on that? Well, actually, we do kind of. If you believe Account NGT, which is kind of a more trusted leaker online. So they have tweeted that Hogwarts Legacy is looking for a localization producer. Now, why is this important? What clues does this give us? Well, this person is responsible for various different languages and tailor the experience for release around the world. And in order to be able to do this job, well, you kind of need to have the game pretty much complete, because like any changes to say a piece of dialogue or whatever will then have to be changed in English and Chinese and German and French and da-da-da-da. So if you do the localization stuff and then make changes, it's a lot more workload. So you've got to be pretty sure that your game is pretty much there in order to do it. So for us, this is a very good sign. But what about all those new studios that sign on just before Christmas? Surely they need time to do their work. Well, Account NGT also goes on to say, the support from Sumo Digital Studios has really helped with the development. I got a date from another insider and hopefully it's still on track. Expect to see it sooner than expected. So it looks like they have a really good move on with these developers. They've been working for a little while, probably a bit longer than their announcement. They may have held on to the announcement for a little bit of time. But it's good to see that they've made an impact already when it's only like 10th of January. Furthermore, the leaker goes on to suggest that summer is a very good time to expect the game, which is great. But what about the trailer? The trailer we haven't got yet. It's supposed to come out for Christmas. Well, back in mid-December, I reported that the people placing their bets on when the trailer was going to come out, and the idea that the next PlayStation event would be the place to be still seems to hold fair. And obviously we didn't have a date back then because they kind of just come out of nowhere. So we have a little bit of news on that as well. Tom Henderson is a freelance gamer writer for different sites, and he suggests that February for the next PlayStation event. He says the current rumour is that the next Sony event looks like it could be in February based on this month's media events and past PlayStation dates. It'll probably be a state of play, but it has the potential to be a pretty good one in my opinion. Of course, that potential would be if it had a Hogwarts Legacy. That will be a very good one in my opinion. Hopefully that's on there. So that's our latest news in Hogwarts Legacy land. Potential news trailer in February and possibly release in the summer. Moving on to Kitori Academy. This is the little indie game that looks a lot like Genshin Impact. They now have a Kickstarter page, which is not launched quite yet. It's kind of ready to go. We have no idea on the release date of the actual game yet, but this is an indie developer, so it's all kind of up in the air. There's no real chance of leaks because there's only two of them working on the game. So if someone leaks it, they're going to know who it is. So I'll update you as soon as that Kickstarter goes live. I kind of hope that the Kickstarter would have an expected date. Usually they do. I could actually ask the person who, the developer, if they do. I might do that. They have released some teaser content over Christmas, which includes the Tignis, that apparently enjoys causing trouble by enchanting objects and flying around a bit kind of like a Cornish pixie. They've also included a photo of the new potions class and a look at some of the testing they did on the Nintendo Switch, which we're showing now. As for the other two games we currently cover, Magic Awakened. Still no news on the EU-US release. The current schedule is running as follows. Southeast Asia and Oceania is Q1 of 2022, and Japan and South Korea is Q1 of 2022. So when that's complete, maybe we'll be looking at Q2. I do wonder which will come out first, Hogwarts Legacy or Magic Awakened. Considering one's actually done, you would think that Magic Awakened would be first. And then finally, moving on to Wizards Unite. This is probably going to be the last update on this one, as the game is in its kind of final death throes. mismanaged into oblivion by WB Niantic. And the final events are here. We've just done the Dragon event, and around about 7 PM UTC, the lethal event is going to start. So that's all the lethals we have. That's kind of like super bonus. I mean, there's quite a lot of them around anyway, so who knows. But yeah, lots of lethal spawns. So if you've been saving your potions like I have, that'll be time to try and get some of those out the way. And then there'll be a final spotlight event on the 17th of January to the end of the game, which is all emergency and severe spawns. And that's it. They turn it off. If you want to have your game data, you can do. I can't remember the actual email address you need to email, and I couldn't find it immediately. But it's available through the support, and I'll probably stick it in the description when I find it. That gives you like a CSV file of all like the fandables you picked, encounters versus encounters you completed, so you can work out your success rate. Although, to be honest, I ignored a lot of spawns. And various other things, gifts given, all that sort of stats. And your actual XP level, or your actual amount of XP that you have gained, regardless of you're over 60. So the answer to the old question of do they still count XP after level 60 is yes. So that's your news for this week. Let me know in the comments below how any of that makes you feel, what you're thinking about Hogwarts Legacy. Do you think it'll be out for the summertime? And do you think we're going to trailer in February? Let's find out. Interested to see what your opinion is. Any questions and stuff like that, be in the pinned comment below, because usually I make some sort of cock up along the line. And also follow me on Twitter at the Zealman for the latest news as and when it happens. Also, don't forget to like if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell for the news as and when it comes out on a Monday to keep you up to date on what the hell is going on in the magical world of games. So keep practicing your spells and don't let the muggles get you down.